for life.
What them a say, what them a say? Up to the wall, them a talk. Them no bad like me.
Welcome once again, Netwatchers TV and Radio Massive. Big up to all the subscribers. In this episode of the Yummy Perspective, I'll be looking at intellectual flight, otherwise known as brain drain, or in common vernacular, run off a foreign, emigration. But before we proceed any further, tell me this: what was the name of Jamaica before independence? That's right. Type the answer in the comment section. Now look at your screen, lads. Take a good look at that. Do you know what that is? Or rather, do you know where that is? Let me enlighten you. That, my friend, is a small island state known as Singapore. That, my dear subscriber, is a small island state way over on the east side of the earth. A group of small islands totaling about 722 square kilometers. That is the model economy that Jamaican economists and some university loggerheads prefer to compare Jamaica's development and growth, economically speaking, that is. But in my view, that comparison is a travesty, and that objective is wayward for the Jamaican populace. Don't get me wrong, not all of the intellectuals are guilty of making this unfair comparison, because there will always be a selected cadre of people in high society's intellectual community who still have heart and common sense, who actually understand that theory and practicality must find equilibrium. You simply cannot force an already frozen Coca-Cola shaped ice into a Coca-Cola bottle because it have the shape. No. To get the ice in the bottle, you must first pour in the water and allow it to freeze and make the ice. Any other means of getting that ice in the bottle, you will have to alter the shape of the bottle or cause some destruction to the ice, right? Let me get a yes, sir. You can compare Vybz Kartel to Bob Marley? Can you compare Vybz Kartel to Bob Marley? No, you can't. Why? Because both artists operated or is operating in two different genres of music. Yes, they are from the same roots, but the blossom and the fruit is far apart, massive. They are icons in their own respective areas. This is the Yummy Perspective. Talk to me. When you hear a parent go to school and collect their child poorly performed report card, knowing they have made no effort whatsoever all year to the picnic's development, no homework assistance, no tutorials, and yet they want to cuss the picnic and compare his performance to that of a first bright streamer. How practical is that? Look how you dance, eh? This me a send you come to school for. Look for how much A's Queenie get. Look how much 80% Yoshi and Princess get, and you just waste my money. Now don't get me wrong, Netwatchers TV and Radio. I know you have some children out there who just outright lazy, and some cannot do bookwork. No matter how you try, they will just never be academically inclined. So what's the problem? Most often, if the problem ain't the DNA, the problem is investment. Let me repeat, most often, if the problem ain't in the DNA of the child, which stems from the parents, then the problem lies in investment. Can I get a yes, sir? The problem is either investing too low or too high in that child's development that causes him or her to be a failure for the time being. Because the only thing that is constantly happening, in my view, is change. So the child can change, but the imputed investment has to change. The level of investment and the type of investment must change. Can I get a yes, sir? Investment not only in terms of money, but what about time? investment of resources, and sometimes a child just needs some emotional investment. Yes, emotional investment, and you're frightened to see how them start strive. Just by you telling that child, hey, less playing, more effort in the weak area, you actually helping your child to read and write and do math or whatever it is that they're interested in doing in school, because they recognize that you care about them having something otherwise than their favorite cartoon or the game on their tablets in their heads. Now I won't go off on a tangent here. This is not social studies. This is about economics, right? But massive, Jamaica is still a child. Our nation at 52 years old is still a, and the world is a school, people. And the bigger nation supposed to be our classmate. And the World Bank and IMF, you guess what they are to us? Comment section again, people. Comment section. What do you think the World Bank and the IMF is to Jamaica? Right? And the biggest fault with this Jamaican picnic is, according to what they have to say, crime. Them too bad. Corruption. Them too thief. Location. Any storm or hurricane, man, them flood out, man, and all our money gone out the jail. They don't love us. They love our beaches, though. Yes, they like to see the sun and the sun go all the way in the beaches. So, as much as all the world act as if racism is over, majority of Jamaicans are descendants of plantation slaves and black people. So, another underlying factor is also trust. They just don't trust us. Jamaicans, whether they admit it or not, suffer from post-slavery traumatic disorder. Yes, people, that is a term I made up. Post-slavery traumatic disorder, which has to do with our minds. And then you have prevalent classism, which has to do with our residential areas and our pockets. Can I get a yes, sir? Can I get a yes, sir? All Jamaica need is a chance. All Jamaica need is investment with proper protection, Netwatchers TV and Radio. Can I get a that's right? Now, for some particular reason, the Jamaican intellectual elites are picking up themselves and they're running out of Jamaica, up and down, all over the world, say that they're seeking employment. They don't like Jamaica because they have the first world syndrome. Yes, that is also another term I made up. Is there a psychologist in the place? They can, take these terms and study, because these are common things that the Jamaican people struggle with. The first world syndrome. Now, the record shows that approximately 2.9 million Jamaicans live in Jamaica, and the estimates suggest that more Jamaicans live abroad than who actually live on local soil. This is the Yummy perspective, people. So, if so much of our family members are living abroad, how come Jamaica suffer from such prevalent poverty, and why Jamaica have such a high crime rate compared to our Caribbean counterparts? Where is the Jamaican diaspora money being spent? Until the next episode, I will leave you with this thought. Singapore's population stands at 5.7 million people residing on 725.9 square kilometers approximately. Now, parish of St. Anne's alone is Jamaica's largest parish, with approximately 1,213 square kilometers. So Jamaica's largest parish is bigger than the entire Singapore, which holds 5.7 million citizens. Let me repeat. Jamaica's largest parish, St. Anne, is bigger than the entire Singapore, which houses 5.7 million people. Do the maths, viewers and subscribers. and keep pouring in those comments, because we are going to get deeper in this issue. And don't jump say, oh, Jamaica worthless and what have you. No, we will dissect the issue, and I will show you in further episodes to come why Jamaica cannot be a Singapore in the Caribbean, and why it is important for us to tread our own path, because our people and our socialization is different, our development was different and is different, our location and everything. I will also be presenting to you the burden that Singapore has to bear to enjoy all those amenities that the world seems to envy them over. And I just want you to keep pouring in those comments and like and share this video. Netwatchers TV and Radio full of good up ladies and prime gentlemen. That's right. And remember the question, what was the name of Jamaica before independence? I will give you the answer in the next episode of the Yummy Perspective. In the meantime, utilize the comment section below to provide your answer. This is the Yummy Perspective, a Netwatchers TV and Radio exclusive presentation.